Hello one and all, my name is Ryan Bruce, my friends call me Fluff, and today on Wrist Beards and Gear, we're going to check out one of my new toys, the 76F FET compressor from Audioscape. So in the world of audio and either digital plugins or hardware, there is a none more used compressor than the famous Universal Audio 1176 circuit in all of its revisions and forms, made from the late 60s predominantly through the early 80s. And a lot of people like the grittiness of some of the revisions, and some of them like the lack of color some of the revisions have. And I recently got an Audioscape 76F. I'm pointing over here because this is where it's at, and you are hearing it right now, and I'm going to tell you about it today. Now, before we go any further, I actually asked for this compressor from Audioscape. They sent it. They didn't actually even ask for a video. They don't get to see this video before you guys do. All thoughts and opinions are mine. Now, the reason I got the 76F from Audioscape is because I need a compressor to compress my vocal mic when I talk to you guys in real time, leaving my preamp on the way to the interface. And you were hearing the 76F right now. However, you can use this on all sorts of things, obviously. And today I'm going to show you how I would use it in the context of a mix with a verse vocal, a lead vocal, and a bass guitar. Now, the 76F has a lot of smack, but it doesn't have that upper mid-range that some of the other 1176 variants have. And this is why I wanted the 76F. There is a lot of sauce on it, but I found that I would probably like this revision more than the other revisions for the sake of using it with my own personal voice. This is just what I prefer with my own voice. And I think it sounds great. I need something fast. I need something with some color, and it has some transformer saturation, and you know, it's got all the good stuff. It's a sauce box basically. However, I wanted something not too fancy. I wanted an 1176 hardware compressor for my voice. That's exactly what I got. Now, the 76F also features a period correct B11148 output transformer, and this has a lot to do with the Rev F sound as well as the power amp that's in it. I think it's a AB as opposed to a Class A of the earlier stuff. So this is just, it's pretty correct for what they were making in the very late 70s. So right now, let's go ahead and dive into Logic. I'm going to open up a mix I did for a project called Dead Horse that is out and available right now. I will link down below in the description if you would like to go and hear the actual mastered, finished song. I recently did this mix a couple of months ago, and I'm going to use it as an example to show you guys some of the sauce that the 76F has. Let's dive into the DAW. All right, so I have the song up in Logic. I don't really have much on my 2-bus. I have basically an SSL compressor going, but I don't have any limiting or anything like that. This isn't like a final version of the song. That has already been printed out and uploaded and available for you guys to listen to. I will link down below in the comments. However, this is the Dead Horse mix in its more basic form. Let's take a listen real quick, and then I'm going to show you guys how the 76F sounds on the verse vocal, and then the chorus vocal, and then the bass line. So here is the song, just so you can get familiar with it.
Invisible to the eyes of the world, but I see them do. They're about to fall through the cracks in the floor.
It's cool, right? So I am now going to insert the 76F right here, and first let's listen to it. Let's listen to it in solo. I'm gonna have it on. We're gonna tweak some settings. However, this is what it sounds like currently.
Invisible to the eyes of the world, but I see them do. They're about to fall through the cracks in the floor. I'll catch them, it's true, and I'll catch you too.
So you can hear how much grit and saturation the 76F is adding because we're pushing it pretty hard. We want to back that off a little bit, although I do really like that flavor. Let's run this again, and I'm going to tweak the attack time and the input.
Invisible to the eyes of the world, but I see them do. They're about to fall through the cracks in the floor. I'll catch them, it's true, and I'll catch you too.
Also, something to note is there is some grit in the actual vocal itself. Even bypassed, you can hear some of the grittiness.
Invisible to the eyes of the world, but I see them do. They're about to fall through the cracks in the floor.
So they were compressing on the way in, so there is some grit there, but we are definitely bringing out a lot more flavor with the 76F. Now, if I wanted to clean that up just a little bit more.
Invisible to the eyes of the world, but I see them do. They're about to fall through the cracks in the floor. I'll catch them, it's true, and I'll catch you too. So here's my hands, bleed.
Cool, right? Let's go ahead and add the 76F onto the chorus vocal now. I'm gonna, again, put another hardware insert in. I'm gonna keep this off. Let's solo the chorus vocal. Here's how it sounds like with no compression on the vocal, although they were compressing on the way in, so there still is some present.
So here's my hands, bleed into them. The drifters, they come and they go. Like the infant son, I will remember, like the ones that you knew when you were young.
So I'm gonna go with a slower attack for this since it's less choppy and it's more kind of soaring.
So here's my hands, bleed into them. The drifters, they come and they go. Like the infant son, I will remember, like the ones that you knew when you were young.
Now I'll also note that this is a pretty gritty vocal with no compression on it. It just has that in the track and it's great.
Like the infant son.
That's with no compression on this vocal. Like, it's already compressed, so we're not looking to do, you know, a major amount of compression. We're looking to add some sauce and flavor, and that's what we're getting with the 76F. Let's hear this in context.
So here's my hands, bleed into them. The drifters, they come and they go. Like the infant son, I will remember, like the ones that you knew when you were young.
Pretty cool. One more. Let's use this on the bass track. Let's scroll up here. Let's find the bass DI. And I have an Ampeg going on one of these DI tracks because I have them stacked. Currently, now I have a clean DI and I also have a grit DI that I have blended in to get some of that dirtiness, but this is just a bass, B-A-S-E, amp tone for for the record. If I open up the insert, and again, this is just a hardware insert in Logic, and I pipe this to the 76, you can hear I'm only getting like 5 dBs of compression, however, or gain reduction. However, the sauce that it's adding is crazy.
Bleeding to them, the drifters, they come and they go. Like the infant son, I will remember.
Now in this case, it's making the amp tone pop out quite a bit more than I had it. I would turn this down just a little bit. In fact, let's go ahead and do that.
So here's my hands, bleeding to them, the drifters, they come and they go. The ones that you knew when you were young.
Pretty cool, right? You can do a lot of things with something like the 76F. I'm glad I chose particularly the 76F because it's got a lot of sauce. I want sauce. So what do I think? At the time of this filming, this thing costs about $800, depending on if there's a sale or not. Cinemag transformers, period correct components. This thing sounds awesome, and I had another 1176 compressor for a long time that was real budget friendly, and it was awesome, and I used it on a ton of stuff over the years. However, I always felt like that one was a little colder, I guess is the way to put it. It was a little stale on my own voice. However, I do like the idea of having a hardware compressor on my voice going into the DAW, because I do a lot of stuff like the reverb listings and the rate of roast, and I can get loud sometimes, and I just find that having either a software option or a 500 series option is either not cost effective or just doesn't sound great. I like an old school rack mount hardware compressor for my voice, for my videos, to talk to you guys. That's exactly what I got. I will link down below in the description for all things Audioscape. And with that, you've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.